Hello everyone, welcome to my channel World of AWS. I hope you all are doing good. So we are continuing with GitHub tutorial, and in this video we are going to see how we can authenticate with GitHub. Okay, in order to push any commit and push any code, pull any code, and work on any other branches. So we have to authenticate with GitHub. So how we can do it? So let me jump to the GitHub account console. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to first click here, we have to go to the settings, and we have to generate access token here. Okay, we have to go to the developer settings, then we have to click on personal access token, then we have to click on token classic. Okay, generate new token, that is classic. Okay, so I am going to give it GitHub, and you can select expiration for your access token. Okay, according to your requirement you can select the days. Okay, after that that many days your token will not work. Okay, you have to generate another token. So this token will have what kind of access? For this repository, for workflow, okay, for user, for notification, for gist, for admin repo, or admin public key, for admin.org. Okay, delete package, write package, workflow, and admin SSS sign in key. Okay, admin GPG key, project, whatever project we have in this account. Okay, so it's taking a bit more time, my system, I don't know. So let me hit generate key. Okay, and copy this key and let me paste it here. Okay, so go back to your GitHub repository, GitHub console, and hit to the GitHub repository. Let's create one new repository here. Give the name U2. Okay, so you can make your repository public, private, according to your requirement. Click on create repository. What we have to do, let's first clone this repository. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to go here, we are under music directory, we have to run git clone, and the repository URL we just copy it. So we have just cloned the warning, we have cloned an empty repository. Okay, so go to the music, that where we have copied our repository, open with other application, open with VS Code. Okay, so let me create one txt file and another one is YAML file here. So test.txt and test.yml. I'm going to give name and test in txt. Write something. Okay, hi there, how are you, doing? Okay, we have to save it, we have to save both files. Okay, open your terminal here, and first we have to run git init. Okay, so now let's go back here. Okay, so first we have to run git config global user.net, okay, and our GitHub username that we have used while creating GitHub account. So copy this command and let me hit in the terminal. Okay, and then after that what we have to use, git config hyphen global user email. So what user email we have used to create GitHub account. Okay, so we have to run this here as well. Okay, so then after that we have to run this command, git add remote origin. Okay, remote origin. So from here we can get this, right? Git add remote origin and the http dot github.com and the username, then your repository name. Okay, youtube.git. So we have to run this command as well in our terminal. Okay, so it's saying error remote already exists because we have cloned this repository, so the remote is already available. So in authenticate with the GitHub, what command we need to run next? So we have to run this command. Okay, so git remote set hyphen url, okay, origin http and your here username for GitHub, then your access key personal token. Okay, personal access token that you have created. So I will be deleting this token so no one can use this. Okay, just for test purpose, like how we can authenticate, I have created this one. Okay, so let me change this one. Okay, so github.com and what then after that slash, then after that our GitHub username, and then after that youtube.git. So you can see here youtube.git, correct? So this command we have to use to authenticate in order to push any code from our repository. Okay, so let me run this command here in terminal. So you can see it here, we have successfully run that command. Okay, let's run git init again. Okay, git add dot to add whatever file we have here. Okay, and then after that git commit -m. Okay, and then after that our commit message added my first commit. Okay, so we have successfully added our commit and our branch is main, right? So then after that we have to run git push origin, git push -u origin, and then after that our branch name, which branch we want to push our code. Okay, that is main in our case. Okay, main. So I will create another branch later on and I will show you. So we have written our command. Now hit enter and done. So you can see here we have successfully pushed our code to this branch, right, to this repository. Now let's go back to the repository. Here you can see there is no file available, so let me just refresh it, and yeah, we got the file test.txt and test.yml. Okay, 1 minute ago it's showing. So let's open this file. What is inside? See, hi, how are you? Sorry, hi there, hi there. How are you doing? How are you doing? Whatever we have written there. So we got that here. So test.yml name and vpin. So key value here. So name, that is vpin. So whatever code we have written, we got it. So let me add here is like, okay. So suppose I make changes to this file, okay, then how we can do it? First we have to run git init again, then we have to run git add, then we have to run git commit, okay, hyphen m, okay, and our commit message added age of vpin, okay, and then after that we have to use git push hyphen u origin, that is me. So we have successfully pushed our changes to that main branch. So let's refresh this, and you can see here we have successfully added is 29, right? So this is the way how we can authenticate with GitHub in order to push pull or work with any project, okay. So I will provide this command in the description, okay, so don't worry about that. So this is the way how you can authenticate with GitHub, or else you can add your SSH key as well to securely access your repository. So so let's see how we can create another branch, okay. So git branch dev, okay. So now check what branch we have, how many branches we have. So we have dev branch and we have main branch. So main branch, whenever you create any repository, main branch will be created by default. Apart from it, you have to create another branch if you want, okay. So we don't have any code for on dev branch, right? We don't have any code. So let's go back and I will show you what branch is that. So you can see that branch is main, and we have this file available on main branch only, and we have created dev branch right now. So we have to check out to the dev branch, git checkout dev, okay. So we have successfully checked out to dev branch right now, okay. So now suppose if we want to add this whatever file we have to dev branch, okay. So we have to run git init git add dot git commit hyphen m adding new files to dev branch, okay. Okay, so then after that we have to use git push hyphen u origin dev. So what we have to do, so it's saying new branch dev on track, setup. So create a pull request from dev on GitHub by visiting remote pull request new dev. So let me see here, sorry. So let's refresh this, and what we can see here, we have some pull request here, right? Pull request, create pull request, branch dev. Okay, so let's check first we have something on dev branch or not. Okay, so we got those changes on dev branch as well, right? You can see dev branch, and we got those changes on our dev branch as well. Age of Bipin, added my first comment. Okay, so this is the way how we can check out to other branch, and we can push the code to any other branch. Okay, so let's go back to the document here. Git clone, we have already seen it, like how we in order to clone any repository, we seen already git init to initialize the repository, git pull to pull the whatever code you have on that specific branch. So let's see, git pull. Okay, and the branch name dev. So like we will cover whatever things are left. Okay, so we have already seen git commit, git add, git branch, git checkout, and we are going to see git status, git log, and git pull in another video. Okay, so I hope you found this video informative and helpful. If you have any query, then do let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.